yards following the touchdown. Here's Hardman on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Well, for the Kansas City Chiefs, 2-0 so far this season as they begin their Super Bowl defense. And the win in Week 2, that was a fun one. 23-20 over the Chargers in OT. Their 11th straight victory if you count the postseason. And how about Harrison Butker? Maybe looking to supplant Justin Tucker as the league's all-pro kicker. He hit the 53-yarder to win it, but that was nullified by a penalty. Hit a 58-yarder, but the Chargers had taken a timeout, so he had to hit another 58-yarder, the official game winner. He got it done, CD.
That was a heck of a sequence, Brandon, and we found out a few things about Harrison Butker right there. He handles pressure very, very well. Obviously in shape, having to make those long kicks right in a row. This kid is something special. He and Justin Tucker, they'll have something to talk about because they will play this week against each other. How about Patrick Mahomes? We always have to talk about him, don't we? He's good every month, but how about in September? 9-0 as a starter in his career. And how about the game coming up on Monday night? We all can't wait for it. Week 3 matchup, undefeated teams, a battle of the last 2 league MVPs, and Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson of Baltimore, who are also the last 2 Madden cover athletes. And Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson will take on each other in Baltimore Monday night. Let's do this.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mahomes firing complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And Ndamukong Suh unblockable there as he got in there to make the stop behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A big run by the big man Fournette. 41 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They keep it with Fournette on first down, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and
now Leonard Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. But see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
6 yards on the play.
They're going to try and throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. 11 yards there. First down.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Mahomes pass.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the third-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 35 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from...
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Well, partner, normally if a guy's touchdown passes fall in half, the first thing you'd say is he really didn't have a very good season, did he? Well, it's true. Mahomes dropped from 50 touchdown passes the year before to just 26 last year. But remember, he had a knee injury and missed a few ball games, and he still remained in the conversation as the best quarterback in the NFL.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if he continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Mahomes pass intended for Travis.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Mahomes' pass caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets it down to the 32. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes able to find Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Mahomes pass.
Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
I'm sure a lot of past teammates for Tom Brady in New England get tired of hearing the phrase, what would Tom Brady do if he's surrounded by weapons? But that's exactly what he's got in Tampa Bay. He's got big-time receivers on the perimeter. You add in Rob Gronkowski at tight end. This may be the best-looking offense that he's ever played with. And now the question is, how quickly will he mesh with those new teammates and take command of his new offense?
Brady gives this one off to Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 14-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 49 yards.
14-yard.
The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They loved it.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Dorian O'Daniel.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Second and 7 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Wilson. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
For the point after.
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for another look at Patrick Mahomes and the Super Bowl champs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading him out. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Tom Brady.
Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Mahomes pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
1-yard gain.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 8.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
To Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Keeps the score Buccaneers 7, Chiefs 6.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 3rd and...
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
And makes the score Chiefs.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. From the 31, Brady. Completes this into the hands of Miller.
Brady's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
1st down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. Going deep this time for Miller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 61 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point try now for Succo. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 30. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 75 yards. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
Ryan Suckup.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At their 48.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First and 10. Here's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
They go play fake. Mahomes, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Mahomes. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Sean Bumpton.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the Buccaneers.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Brady. Completion left side to Miller.
Brady's pass complete to Scotty Miller. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
on third down. Here's Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 31.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a man coming off a career year in 2019, Leonard Fournette. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw with Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, Jones. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Number 25.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete to Clyde Edwards.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the 41, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to add a